Of all the things that can draw our attention, we were never really taught to focus in the present moment. Yet, it is from the present moment that all creation is sprung. So tell us, where and how are you focusing your what? Hi there! Welcome back to our Shine Collective. My name is Liz and we are here to support your conscious evolution through our emotional well-being series. As we were sharing in the previous video, training our attention is essential in mindfulness because it is through regulating our focus that we can nourish our emotional health. However, to choose where and how to focus our energy on what is happening in this moment may sound easy, but more often than not, we're not living in the present. Instead, we witness our attention being placed on our thoughts or a string of thoughts, constantly directed towards the past or the future. As we are taking a shower in the morning, we are rarely fully immersed in the showering itself or the sensations that it entails. Instead, we're thinking about what needs to be done that day or even what we did the day before. Mental features such as thinking and planning can be handy to organize ideas and create and test processes, but we often forget that they're just tools. As such, when we rely on them to tell us what to do, this can cause emotional imbalances because we are overworking them and constant multitasking and overthinking everything. They can be so difficult to dismiss that many of us will believe that we are our thoughts. Or as Descartes put it, I think, therefore I am. Consequently, we spend most of our time thinking about life rather than actually experiencing it. Or I am, therefore I think. One of the most powerful mindfulness lessons is resistance to multitasking, which asks us for a more straightforward approach to everyday tasks to give them our complete focus. So, for instance, whether you are doing the dishes or sipping a cup of tea, let this doing capture your full attention, your beingness. Embody the moment and engage all your senses while using the mind to merely observe instead of having to think of what you did, need to do, or planning on doing next. There's no better way to explain the complexities of our reality than through direct experiences. But for that, we must learn to let ourselves be absorbed by the moment. The present moment is the soil in which we cultivate our ability to calm our mind and relax our body, where focus brings clarity. Being present means you're engaging all of who you are in whatever it is that you're doing. It is a state of being characterized by an alignment of your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. You know when that happens because you will experience it as a flow state, an effortless awareness of embodiment of oneness. The question is, how do you ground yourself in the present moment? We have a few exercises in the description box below that you can download for free to help you slow down so you too can discover how your body best communicates with you. Remember that our minds will always prioritize logic and predictability. This is why it is often populated by concerns about the future, regrets about the past, comparing ourselves with others, and constantly thinking about how things could be better. Overthinking makes it impossible to fully enjoy a good meal, a fantastic concert, or falling rain. This constant thinking not only distracts our attention from pure presence, but they have a tendency to spiral downwards, which can be quite unpleasant, as they can alter the neurochemistry of our brains, leading us to feel anxious and stressed. Mindfulness can help us realize that thoughts are not reality, but a mirror reflection of our internal narrative. Focusing our attention in the present moment frees us from this obsessive thinking. It connects with our direct experience rather than our mental stories. When we connect to the right here and right now, we realize that in this moment, there's rarely an actual problem. Such an open state of mind can be cultivated by repeated practice. To achieve that mindful state, we direct our attention to the internal and external phenomena occurring at each moment of awareness. What am I doing? How do I feel? Where do I feel it? How does it taste, smell, sound, looks like? Can I describe in detail what is happening in me right now? There is a sharp contrast with states where the mind is preoccupied and wandering through memories, plans, and fantasies. Both rumination and worry, which are associated with depression, are warning signs that our focus is not on the present moment. When we're stuck in a loop of negative thoughts, we have to deal with automatic and recurring narratives from the past, such as the causes of our feelings and the consequences of our behaviors. Rumination is focused on and guided solely by our unpleasant past experiences, which inevitably draws our attention away from the current moment. In contrast, being mindful entails intentionally directing our attention to the present moment in a non-judgmental and accepting way, which moves us away from ruminative thoughts. This practice takes practice though, so remember, consistency and accountability will yield the desired results. If rumination focuses on the past, worrying involves a strong focus on the future. When we worry, we attempt to bypass uncertainty and fear, overthinking ourselves to avoid the unpleasant experiences that we can conjure in our minds. This continued anticipation of future events can lead to experience anxiety as our body's way of saying,
"Hey, I'm experiencing too much stress all at once, and I need you to chill and trust that we can handle whatever comes."
We all benefit from stepping out of thinking and allowing present internal and external experiences to be as they are. This can help reduce worry, anxiety, and depressive symptoms. That is because mindfulness creates space between ourselves and what we are experiencing, which counters worry at a physiological level and relaxes our breathing and heart rate on a physical level. The practice invites us to bring attention to our experience more broadly and openly, devoid of the need for selecting or choosing or evaluating, but simply holding space, becoming a container for our thoughts, feelings, and sensations that are present in our bodies, and see if we can observe their impermanence from one moment to the next. This awareness in itself reduces the grip of persistent thought loops and storylines, which can soften our anxiety to discern more clearly between reacting with unawareness and responding with mindfulness. Intentionally focusing our attention in every now moment with an open and non-judgmental attitude is the way to increase our personal power. This is a process of learning to trust and stay with uncomfortable emotions instead of trying to escape from or analyze them. In time, remarkable shifts will be experienced as your emotions and feelings will begin to show you everything you need to know about them to take care of your well-being. This video is a part of the series on emotional wellness and is available on YouTube for free. We do this because we believe everyone benefits from tapping into the resources that lie dormant within us. Whenever you like, share, and subscribe to our channel, you're helping us spread this knowledge. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.